Ladies and gentlemen, just welcome to this video. In this video, I just want to see and view some of the traps and tricks in the Fried River attack. So why not afraid, let's go through it quickly and view these tricks. So let's start. Please don't forget actually to give the thumbs up and like this video. That would be just very encouraging. So let's start, guys. Start with e4, sorry, e5, knight to f3, knight to c6, bishop to c4, okay? And here black goes for knight to f6. Some players play h6 to prevent knight to g5, okay? Some players play after, for example, this. Then white is preparing knight to g5. Here is not because our queen is just attacking this square, okay? So that would be just the move h6. I'm not a fan of h6 actually, but the usual moves are bishop to c5 or knight to f6, okay? For example, bishop to c5, then for example d3 knight is just actually provoking the knight to g5 because this bishop on c1 is guarding the knight, okay? So the game could continue like this, castle or just c3, played sometimes, but that's not bishop c5. The fried river starts with, yes, knight to f6. Now white has these moves. One is d3, one is knight to g5, and one is knight to d4, and some cases c3, and then here c3 is not possible because you just take, right? After here, for example, if you play here, then d5 also attacks the bishop and defending the knight on d4, on e4. So let's go back. Knight to f6, as I just said, the fried river attack. This fried river attack, okay, starts with the move knight to g5, not the move c3, not the move castle, okay. So knight to g5 here. So white is actually kind of fierce and frightened. I just say says, how can I defend this pawn? It is this. Oh, sorry. It is this. This. The fork is coming, attacking rook and my queen. The usual move and the best move in this position is the move d5. And the point is, after d5, it takes on d5, you don't have to take it back. You shouldn't do it. Okay, so we have a lot of interesting games also in this line with takes, okay, but not this. This is not the best move. The best move is knight to a5 after check, here, takes, and some cases bishop to d3, bishop to e3, bishop to, sorry, d3 or e2, or some cases we have queen to f3. If you take, then it's going pin, okay? And some cases black accepts it. After queen to a8, we have queen to c7. Now the threat is knight to c6. And in some cases, I just want to defend it and just play here. Or maybe I just go, for example, after the move h3, knight to c6, the threat is, as I just said, bishop to e7. In some cases, I have this and this. Okay? If you play, sorry, if you play like this, then knight takes f7, bishop b7, queen takes b7 here, and step back is very better. has the advantage, okay? But usual moves are bishop to e7 and so on, okay? But now we will say just, and as I just said, here is maybe I didn't, yeah, I didn't. Let's review. The move is knight takes on here, knight takes on f7, and another strong move is actually d4. So d4. One is knight takes f7, which I play, and one is d4. So that would be just very nice. So white sacks his knight after king takes f7. Here comes, that's the reason of the sacrifice, queen f3. So the king, if the king hides, then it gets made it very quickly in 3 moves. Okay, here takes, here takes mate. So that's over, game over. So, but after queen to f3, the black's strongest move is king to e6. So it's kind of very risky, but black has to. It's mandatory, okay? Because this knight is attacked twice by the queen and bishop. So black should defend also twice. So queen is guarding the knight. And if you're here, takes this, and white is just losing, okay? Black is just crushing because he's up piece. What has white do? It's right that the king is the middle of the board, but without any queen for white, it is just not perilous for black. Okay? So white's usual plays knight to c3, actually the best move. Here we go queen knight cb5, and the game continues after castle. If you try to take it, then it is completely over. The best move here is c6, which white usually tries to break in with the move d4. And rook to e1 is coming, so this is coming also, because this is pinned. So some cases black tries to save his king by king to d7, but it's not very good. After a3, if you play a3, you can't take it because it's queen check and double attack. Okay, if you take, then here check and then here. Okay, king to c7, I just take it. Knight to c, knight takes c3, b takes, oh, b takes c3. So that's very risky by black to take the pawn, and so the best move here, as I just said, was knight to a5, bishop check, here, and so on. But let's go for the actually the main traits in this one. Okay, knight to g5 attacks the pawn. Okay, so black doesn't go with this move. Starts with this bishop to c5. Okay, one is bishop to c5, one tricky move. I suggest you, if you play low-rated players, play this one in Bridgeskin. And bishop to c5. Okay, now if white makes mistakes, then black uses his tricks. If white goes and says to himself, I take with knight, I'm just forking the queen and the rook. Okay? Takes this way. Then it comes the move bishop takes f2. If king takes, then disaster. Knight takes on e4. If you go For example, if you go this way, okay, queen to h4 is coming. It's after if you play here, I just have knight takes on g3, or just maybe queen to f6 check. Okay, if also here I again have this queen to h4. So the white's best move is here is king to g1. Okay, after queen to h4, you have g3, knight takes. And if you take, it is blunder because after queen takes g3, not blunder, but it's a very dangerous position for white. Okay, so trying is to mention is that one another strong move for white is king to e3. I'm attacking your knight, your queen, and your rook. Okay, but again, king to h4. The threat is queen to f4 check. Okay, and knight to b4 is just mate. Okay. After here, I just have here, here, and here is just mate. So, for example, let me show it just to you guys. Here I just have this. It's just told you if you sorry, this move is also possible. Okay, but let's see. It's defend. So we are just defend. If you defend this, then you just get still mated by this way. King takes d5. If you take, then it is just bishop to f5 is mate. Okay. So the best move here for white is to actually prevent this. So he plays g3. Okay. We have knight takes on g3, 8 takes on g3, then queen to d4 check. If you play this way, then you're just losing both your here, and if you play here or just move this, I'm just taking it with the queen. And you see that I'm actually up 2 pawns, I think, yeah. And my king is much safer than your king. Okay, so after queen to d4, the white's best move is king to f3, which we can go rook to f8. I think the rook to f8 has problems there. By rook to f8, maybe rook to h4, I believe. Yeah, defending. So rook to f8 is blunder because of this rook to h4, and it doesn't work. So the best move here is just sweep castle. Notice that you don't have check with your knight because your king is pinned. Your knight is pinned to the king. Okay, so that would be just impossible. After rook to h4, now this time we have e4. If you try to take it here, okay, so we have this trick, knight to e5. What a beautiful move. If you take, sorry, if you play here, you must take it, okay? You can't take it with the knight because your knight is pinned, okay? So rook takes on e5, you have queen takes on e5 or queen takes on c4. Both wins, but queen takes c4 is maybe better, I believe. I just take, I'm just trying to take it. You can't move it, you can't defend it twice at the same time with one move. So that would be just losing for you. Uh, so the best move here for white is actually not the move knight takes on f7, it's bishop takes on f7, okay? So after bishop takes f7, you just kind of, it's still tricky if white doesn't know it all. After, for example, bishop to c4, then we have d6. If not, then tries to go this way, I have queen to f8. After you take, I again have this move. Bishop takes on f2. Suddenly, the table is again turned around. So, if you take this way, then it is simple. It's mate. If you go this or this, you go this way. Sorry. If you go this or this, then queen to f2 is just mate. If you go king to e3, I have this check, and as I just mentioned earlier, I have this check. King e2 again mate. It's mate. Okay. And if you don't take it, which is best move, king to f1 or king to e2. King to e2 runs into knight to d4 check. King to d3. Maybe I just brave I can't take it. Yeah, maybe the best move here is taking the pawn, and the threat is here check or just trying to push this pawn. Okay. The best another best move is king to f1. Okay, which runs into bishop to g4. If you try to defend it, I just go knight to d4 this way. If you take, players do knight to g4. If you take it again, that's a mate. Not the mate, but winning much material after queen to f3 take. So that's the trick. And in this position, the best move for white is one of the best move is just the move b4. Okay, so trying to deflect the bishop from this strong diagonal. Okay, so b4 is one of the best move in this position. What happens after castle? Castle is one of the moves, but we get advantage after bishop to g4. After here, I just have knight to d4. If you try to defend it, I just have this. So I'm just trying to take this. If you play something like this, I believe I just can actually just take this and win the knight. Okay, the best choice. I just take this. Knight takes g3. So I have some interesting prize for you. Is in this in this position, if white plays the move d3, okay, and again, black actually is somehow tempted to play bishop takes on f2. Here's a strong and nice refutation. King takes on f2. The black's best move here is just knight to d8. You shouldn't take it because knight takes on e4 again winning. Okay, king to e3 is just kind of here is just mate. So in this position, white's best response is rook to f1. Takes it, okay, then king to g1. And here we see that white's king is completely safe, and but black is just having some issues with the king on 7. So remember this, after d3 you can play d3, you can play d3, you can play b4, you can also play c3 and try to push on d4, okay? If you play c3, let's somehow discuss it. After c3, if b4 b5 here. The point of b5 is kind of deflecting the knight here. Okay, if you take it here, then I have, if you take this, okay, then again I have this simple trick. Bishop takes on f2. If you take, I just have this check, this check. Okay, I'm just completely winning. So after the move b4, bishop to b3 is just great. Bishop takes f2 again, king takes f2, then knight to a5. Trying to eliminate and just take this knight, okay? If you take it again, you run to knight takes on e4 or knight. Knight takes g4 is not good, maybe it's because of king to here and tries to hide, okay? So after knight to a5, rook to f1 again, the similar moves here, takes, and king to g1. Position is equal. Sorry? So, uh, but let's go to the other moves, other tricky moves that black can actually play in this position after knight to g5. The black responds with knight takes on e4. The point is actually that if you take the knight, I just have to move d5 and my position is very nice. d5 here, here takes, and I just play here, or bishop to d7, bishop to d7, bishop to here, f5, then I just castle this way. So one of the white's responses could be actually again knight takes on f7, and here we have a tactical shot, queen to h4. So I'm just threatening to mate. The white's actually usual response, typical response in this position is knight to g3, is the move g3, okay, and we take knight takes on g3. If you take this, then just material quickly, okay. After here, I just, for example, have this. He takes then d5 here. I just have knight to b4 and just attacking it. Another move, what happens if f takes? Here it comes. Queen e4, double attack. Okay? After queen to e2, I just take. Queen to f1, I just here. King takes f1. Again, I have this move d5 here and this. So, another, actually, the best response here for white is queen here. What happens after knight to d4? Then white is just completely, and now white should now decide to play the move g3. Okay, otherwise it is completely lost. I'm just attacking your pawn on c2, your knight, your pawn, if the queen leaves. So the best move here is g2, knight takes on 2 takes here, then I have this move again. If you try to defend it, then I just take. Okay, so here I just take. The takes, I just take and take your rook. And your knight just kind of a stuck. If you try, for example, here, if you after here I just brave, I have this move. But it is not the best move. Maybe d5, then we just want to check. After here, we just go this check here. And maybe here, maybe next moves. Here, yeah, as I just said, knight to f6 is best of attacking the bishop, and this knight is kind of trapped. I just want to bring my rook. Your king is not very safe. You might get mated in some lines. Okay, and as I just told you, this is just very frightening for white to play. So after knight takes e4, you might ask me what is the best move in this position. This position, actually, like the previous trick with bishop to c4, the best response for white is not actually knight take, but bishop take. Yeah, bishop takes on f7. Best response here. King to e5. You can't play this because after king takes f7, I just have this two bishop pair. Actually, my king is not very in danger. Your pieces are not developed to actually trouble me with development. After, for example, queen to after king to, sorry, king to e8, now I have no problem. Here I believe the best move is not, because, this move, yeah. Knight to g5, what a nice move. If you take, I just have this cheat. After here, 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 you just get mated. And you're interested, so let me just show it to you. Here, 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 it just mate. So after knight to g5, it's queen to e7 here. Again, queen to d5. Check out here. It's just rust for black, of course. So knight takes on e4, as I just mentioned, is not the best move, but the best move here is actually the move d4 for white. If black captures it, we just take and win the queen. Sorry, win the queen here. If black plays the move here, and we just take it. Okay, and now we have d5 to push this knight away. After here, I just have this. If you take, I just take with knight, and your queen is not very safe. Plus your pawn structure is just you get stuck with this pawn because the knight is breaking this pawn. Okay. Another strong response, of course, is the move d3. Okay, one was. So what happens after here if black takes? Okay, with the knight on d4. Here's a move now. So you go c3. If he goes knight back, then we have bishop to b3, and we just threaten to here and here. Okay. So knight to f6. Now knight to f7. We just finally were successful after knight to f7 because we just forked queen and rook. So hope you enjoyed this video. Please give the thumbs up and also comment and subscribe to the channel. That would be just very encouraging for me. See you next time. For now, bye. See you next time soon.